Hey, it's Rob from Dowdle Family Farms, and today I'm going to show you how we move pigs incredibly easy between our permanent fence paddocks. I've never seen a design like this from other pig farmers. In fact, I got the idea from my dad, who set up some paddocks to move cows, and it works even better for pigs. Pigs don't like to be herded, and they really do not like to be pushed. They don't like to cross where electric fence lines have been. Even when you pull them up, it can take a day or two. So this design really works well. The first thing that we do is make sure that the pigs are hungry when they're ready to move. You can see the pigs lined up over here ready for move. They've been squealing and squalling and everything else. They've kind of settled down for a little bit. But as soon as I dump some feed into this paddock and pull up that fence line, they'll come on across. Now, if they don't all come across today, it's not a big deal. I will leave the paddock that they're in open so that they can come over here. But when the last pig comes across, I will go on and close the gap where they are. Now you should be able to see a post there and there, and I've just got some 16 gauge steel wire that I wrap and tighten by hand. The fence is off right now, and so I will pull it up, dump some feed over here, and most of them will come on over. When I moved them from the paddock number one to paddock number two, 8 days or so ago, they all moved on the first day. But with this design, if it takes a couple of the pigs a day or two to get comfortable crossing where that electric fence line had been, I don't have to keep the alleyway open. They can just move from this paddock to this paddock. So join me as I show you how we do it. My goodness, y'all are loud today. Y'all are ready to move, aren't you? Come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. Come on. Now, a couple of things. You'll notice that there's usually one or two that are a little more brave, and then all the others will start coming. Now, they all have come across now. So, I'll go on and feed them. And put the wire back. Now, this has gone much faster than it usually goes. In fact, it's got me a little worried. I'm not used to things going quite so easily. I'm just grabbing another bucket of feed to keep them busy a little while longer. And then I'll set that line up and have my girls turn the fence on. They're down there ready to turn it on. You'll notice I've already got the water set up and filling up in the pen. So they've got enough feed to keep them busy for a little while. Now, inevitably, we'll have a pig or two get back over here on this other side. This group is learning very quickly how to make these moves. Like I say, this is the second time they've made a move like this, and they picked up on it the first time quite well. But we've had some pigs that we had an American guinea hog, one of our first groups, and we could not get her to cross the line. We took her food and her water away out of the paddock for days. Actually, it got to the point, now this was in a cooler time of the year, but it got to the point where I was concerned about her well-being, and I put her water back in, but still didn't feed her, and she would not cross that line. So, anyway, so I just had my girls cut the fence on. I'm still not getting any voltage yet. It's reading 3.9 kilovolts, so just under 4,000 volts. It's a little low. I prefer it to be about 6 or 8,000 volts. But for pigs that are already well trained on the electric fence, 4,000 is fine. I've got a little work to do on our fences to clear up those problems. Anyway, it's easier to move the water tank before you move the pigs. I don't know if you've noticed, but I did that beforehand. I use a gravity feed system that's low volume, low pressure, so it'd take an hour and a half for that tank to fill up. And if the pigs were thirsty when they moved, they would go on and tip the tank over, and it's just a mess. I also have a strand of hot wire running across the water. I just realized that I did not double check and make sure that one time I had a short in the water tank and nearly lost a group of pigs that way. There is some secondary water and a water hole back here to help keep the pigs cool. They could also drink it, and they probably will, although I prefer them to have fresh water, of course. But I try to have the paddock set up as much as possible. The pigs move in, and it normally goes really, really well. So this is how we move pigs easily at Daddle Family Farms. If I think about it, I'll try to put right around here somewhere a link to a video showing you how we design the posts and the gates set up so that we can move the pigs easily. It's a part of our video series that shows how I fenced in the 6 acres over here. So right now the pigs have 3 paddocks that are about an acre plus another 5 or 6 acres. So right now the pigs have about 3 1-acre paddocks. There's also another 5 or 6 acres roughly paddock over here, and then a 6-acre paddock back here that the pigs can get to. So right now we've got 16 acres of hardwoods. There are a lot of oaks in these paddocks, also a lot of wild muscadines and grapes. So in another month or two, they'll have some outstanding forage. I'm hoping in the next month, chances are it's going to take 2 or 3 months, but I hope to get another 10 or 12 acre paddock set up that has some oaks and wild grapes in it as well. I started this whole 9-acre paddock fencing it in last year and only got 1 paddock done. Now the whole area is fenced in with 4 individual paddocks. And this weekend I got a 6-acre paddock fenced in as well. Rob from Daddle Family Farms. It helped me a lot if you like the video, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like what you see. Thanks for checking the video out, and we'll see you again soon.